This week, AI didn't just evolve, it exploded. Google DeepMind fixed a major flaw in how chatbots reason with a system called Chrome, making them more accurate, logical, and harder to fool. In China, researchers dropped OctoThinker, a model that crushes complex math problems using advanced reasoning techniques. Meanwhile, Meta just went all in, forming a billion-dollar AI superteam with top talent from OpenAI, Anthropic, and DeepMind to chase artificial superintelligence. And Microsoft? They quietly built an AI doctor that outperformed real physicians 4 times over. Oh, and Xiaomi launched smart glasses that leave Meta's Ray-Bans in the dust, complete with real-time translation, voice control, and even payment by glance. This isn't just another tech update, it's a global AI arms race, and the pace just went supersonic. Let's break down the wildest week in AI, one bombshell at a time. Let's kick things off with Google DeepMind, who just dropped a game-changing upgrade for how AI thinks. It's called Chrome, short for causally robust reward modeling, and it targets one of the biggest weaknesses in current chatbots. They're often fooled by fluff. Most AI models are trained to optimize for answers we like, which means longer replies, polite tone, and fancy formatting often get rewarded, even if the answer is totally wrong. That's a huge problem when you're depending on AI for truth, safety, or decision-making. So DeepMind and McGill University built Chrome to teach AI the difference between what looks good and what's actually good. They use something called causal augmentations, answer pairs where one has better facts, and neutral augmentations, which only tweak style or tone. The result? AI models trained with Chrome learn to prioritize accuracy and reasoning over distractions like length or style. In tests across multiple models like Gemma and Qwen, Chrome boosted reasoning by 7% and safety by 13%, even under tricky or deceptive prompts. More importantly, Chrome avoided harmful content without becoming overly cautious, a common problem in AI alignment. It focused on what actually matters in a response. This upgrade isn't just a performance boost, it's a philosophical shift in how we teach AI to think. And it brings us one step closer to making large language models trustworthy and truly useful in the real world. While Google was fixing how AI decides what's true, China was building something else entirely: raw brainpower. Researchers at Shanghai Xiang University have released a new family of models called OctoThinker, and it's already outperforming some of the smartest AIs in the world, especially at math and step-by-step reasoning. Here's the backstory. They discovered that traditional reinforcement learning methods weren't improving all models equally. When applied to models like Llama, performance didn't improve. It just made responses longer, up to 4,000 tokens, without getting smarter. The fix? A 2-phase training approach they call stable, then decay. Every OctoThinker model outperforms standard Llama by at least 10% on major math benchmarks like GSM 8K, Math 500, and even the 2023 American Math Competition. The Long Branch even matched the performance of Qwen, a model already known for top-tier reasoning. But the real win? OctoThinker avoided the trap of bloated, rambling answers. It delivered focused, accurate, and efficient solutions, something most chatbots still struggle with. The researchers also hinted at what's next: integrating scratchpad tools, math checkers, and expanding to cleaner, larger datasets. Their goal is to build models that don't just understand math, they're ready for it out of the box, with no messy tuning or hacks required later. This isn't just a step forward for China, it's a signal to the entire AI world. With smarter architecture and better training strategies, countries outside the US are now building models that can go toe-to-toe with the best from Google, Meta, and OpenAI. OctoThinker isn't just a clever name, it's a statement. The AI reasoning race is wide open, and China just took a major leap. While Google fixes chatbot logic and China masters math reasoning, Meta just went on an AI hiring spree that shook the entire industry. Mark Zuckerberg has officially launched Meta Superintelligence Labs, a brand new division focused entirely on building the next generation of frontier AI models. And the talent they've pulled in is staggering. First, they secured Alexander Wang, co-founder of Scale AI, as Meta's chief AI officer, luring him with what insiders say is a massive multi-billion-dollar package. Then came Nat Friedman, former CEO of GitHub, joining as a key partner. But it doesn't stop there. Meta also signed 11 top researchers away from elite labs like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google DeepMind, and more, many reportedly landing 8-figure offers. That's right, Meta's offering serious cash to assemble an Avengers-level AI squad. And they didn't stop at talent. Meta has been in talks to acquire Mira Murati's thinking machines, Perplexity AI, and even Ilya Sutskever's safe superintelligence venture. While none of these deals are finalized, the message is clear. Meta is betting big, not just to catch up, but to leap ahead of the AI pack. Zuckerberg's internal memo says the goal is simple. Start building post-GPT-level models now and dominate the AI frontier within a year. And this makes sense. With the talent race heating up, Meta doesn't want to just compete. They want to be the company that defines the next phase of artificial intelligence. From speech models and visual reasoning to long-term memory and autonomous agents, Meta's ambitions go beyond chatbots. They're aiming for AI superintelligence and building the infrastructure, compute, and talent to chase it down. This kind of investment signals a shift in the industry. Just a year ago, Meta was trailing behind OpenAI and Google. Now they're back in the race, and maybe even leading it in ambition. In short, while everyone else was releasing papers and updates, Meta quietly assembled a super team, stacked their bench, and made it clear. They're not here to play catch-up. They're here to win the AI war. While Google, Meta, and China battle it out in logic and scale, Microsoft just aimed its AI at something even more critical: your health. And the results, absolutely mind-blowing. Microsoft's Mustafa Suleyman-led AI team unveiled something called MAI-DxO, a multi-agent diagnostic orchestrator designed to work like a digital panel of doctors. Instead of relying on a single model, MAI-DxO queries multiple AI systems: OpenAI's GPT, Google Gemini, Anthropic's Claude, Meta's Llama, XAI's Grok, and others, then blends their answers into one optimized medical plan. To put it to the test, Microsoft used 304 real case studies from the New England Journal of Medicine and ran them through a simulated diagnostic process. Collect symptoms, suggest tests, review results, repeat until diagnosis. The result? MAI-DxO achieved 80% diagnostic accuracy, 4 times better than a panel of human doctors who weren't allowed to use external tools. But it's not just about being right, it's about being efficient. The AI system even reduced costs by about 20% because it often selected cheaper scans and blood panels than human physicians would. Experts like MIT's David Sontag and Scripps' Eric Topol praised the study's depth, calling it one of the most impressive AI medical applications to date. They did note that a live clinical trial is still needed for real-world proof, but the benchmark results speak for themselves. What makes this especially shocking is that this system doesn't just outperform doctors. It scales instantly, works 24/7, and doesn't need years of medical school. That opens the door to powerful implications: AI triage tools, integrations into Bing Health, and even platforms that could one day guide hospitals or support under-resourced clinics. Oh, and Microsoft isn't done. Behind the scenes, they've been quietly poaching AI talent from Google, signaling just how serious they are about leading in AI-powered healthcare. This isn't just an upgrade, it's a clear signal. AI is no longer a research experiment. It's becoming a real-world life-saving force. And Microsoft, they may have just taken the lead in the most important race of all: health and human survival. While the world watches Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses dominate headlines, Xiaomi just dropped a bombshell of their own, and it might be the most advanced pair of consumer AI glasses yet. Their new product, the Xiaomi Media glasses, quietly launched last week, and they're packed with features that leave Meta's Ray-Bans in the dust. First off, these aren't just camera glasses. Xiaomi built in a built-in display, which Meta's Ray-Bans still lack. That means you can see content directly in the lens. Real-time text translation, navigation, notifications, and more. Then comes the voice assistant. Xiaomi's glasses feature a Baidu Wengxin-based AI, capable of context-aware responses, conversational translation, and smart controls. All processed on board, that's right. No constant phone tethering, which gives them an edge in both privacy and speed. But what really surprised analysts is the payment by glance feature. Using facial recognition and gaze tracking, users can approve mobile payments just by looking at the screen. A futuristic feature even Apple Vision Pro doesn't support yet. Xiaomi also added gesture control, live streaming integration, and real-time object recognition. Want to identify a product, landmark, or plant? Just look, and the glasses respond instantly. Even with all that, the glasses are priced aggressively, under $500 in China, making them way more affordable than Meta's Ray-Bans or Apple's Vision Pro headset. Why does this matter? Because it shows that the race for consumer AI wearables is no longer just about Meta and Apple. Xiaomi's entry proves that Chinese tech companies can compete and even outpace the West in design, functionality, and price. And while the US market hasn't seen a full release yet, insiders say global rollout is coming, and Xiaomi is already testing localized models for English-speaking markets. So yes, while Meta's smart glasses are popular now, Xiaomi just showed us what's really possible when you combine hardware, AI, and affordability into one sleek wearable package. The takeaway? Don't sleep on Asia's role in the AI revolution. While the West is building platforms, China is building products, and they're already landing in people's hands. 1 week, 5 bombshells, and a clear message. AI isn't slowing down. It's accelerating in every direction. Google fixed how chatbots think. China built a reasoning engine that crushes math. Meta quietly formed the Avengers of AI research. Microsoft created a digital doctor that outperforms real ones. And Xiaomi, they may have just blindsided Meta in the smart glasses war. This isn't hype. It's a real-time global arms race for AI dominance, with billions being poured into innovation that touches everything from health and education to how we see and interact with the world. But here's what matters most. This isn't just about tech companies anymore. It's about all of us. The AI you use tomorrow could be smarter, safer, and more capable because of what happened this week. So, are we heading toward a smarter future or a chaotic one? Will the US keep its lead, or is China quietly pulling ahead? Let us know what shocked you the most in the comments. Was it Microsoft's AI doctor, Meta's billion-dollar hires, or Xiaomi's stealthy smart glasses? And if you want to stay ahead of what's really happening in the world of AI, subscribe, hit the bell, and don't miss what's coming next. Because at this pace, the next big update could drop before this video even finishes trending. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.